Good morning. It is surgery day. Finally, the day has come. It's currently 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm literally about to head off to Dubai London Hospital. So I am ready, packed, all raring to go. This morning, basically just got up and packed, got my bag that was pre-packed from last night, braided my hair, had a shower, no water, no food, nothing, because the surgery is at 8 a.m. So I'm not really feeling like anything other than like anticipation, like, ooh, what's the next part? So I'm kind of excited to get to hospital, see what happens, and then just get everything ready to go. I'm sure that once I'm on the other side, I will be very out of it and on a lot of painkillers, at which point Nathan's going to take over the filming. So if you see any terrible filming from now on, that's going to be Nathan taking care of everything. So I'll catch you guys on the other side.
Shows you bangers.
What bangers?
Yeah, shows you twins.
Okay.
Welcome to the family.
This is so... Oh no, that was yes. That's so... Come over.
Go on,
That's
son.
a good profile.
Yeah. Only fans.
So, I've got twins. It looks very different down there. So it came out of the surgery. Well, I opened my eyes to see that it was like 12. And I know that my schedule was scheduled for 8 a.m. Beforehand, I was just like chilling in here. We did like the final markup and everything like that. I saw the doctor. I was like very zen. And then they were like, right, we're going to take you upstairs, but we're just going to give you like some relaxation medicine. I don't know what was in that relaxation medicine because they took me upstairs. They wheeled me into like what was like going to be the operating theatre, or just before the operating theatre. And they were all just kind of chatting and confirming things. And I was like, it seems very busy in here. I was just like, I'm just going to close my eyes. I am feeling like very zen. And then I closed my eyes and I woke up and I was here. And also Nathan was here, which I was confused about. I didn't even think that he was here, but apparently he's been in the room. And I was like, well, I'm going to sleep until he gets here. And he didn't tell me that he was here. So like in terms of like process being very relaxed and smooth, like so relaxed and smooth, like not nervous at all. You can probably tell that I don't seem like I'm in excruciating pain. I don't feel like I am. I feel tightness and pressure around like my chest. I can feel that there is discomfort around like where is going to be the tummy tuck incision, essentially, because it's quite low. I don't know whether you guys can relate to it in terms of like, you know, you get period pains quite low, like in that kind of region. It's just rather than it being internal, it feels just a bit external, like there's a little bit of discomfort there, but not to the point where it's like super, super uncomfortable. I'm so thirsty though. I genuinely think I could chug like 2 liters of fluid. For me, by this point of the day, I typically would have drinking like 2.5 liters, and I haven't been able to have anything. So I'm just gonna wait for the nurse to come in and see what is a sensible amount of water to drink because I'm so thirsty. So I'll update you guys as we go along. I think I kind of want to give you a little bit of a daily update this week, because it's probably going to be the most easy part. It's been done now. Now it's time to just chill and sleep for the rest of the day. I'm in hospital overnight for one day and then I go home tomorrow. Catch up with you guys when there's something exciting happening. I haven't told you guys how much I paid for this surgery. I haven't told you how much I paid for it. But if you knew how much I paid for it, which you will do eventually when I go through it, you'll find it hilarious that I've stated that I'm vegan, plant-based, from both a health aspect, because dairy is not good for me, upsets my stomach and my inflammatory bowel disease a lot. And then, you know, just don't eat meat or fish for ethical reasons. And so with that in mind, imagine how I feel when the food that they've given me after surgery and after 5 months of dieting is that. I would lean over to pick it up and show you what it is, but I can't, because obviously I can't lean over. It is literally lettuce, cucumber. I think there's some beetroot in there. Some kidney beans. And then they gave me a chicken mayo sandwich. I'm sorry, but like hospitals, you know, like are meant to be these like the cornerstone of health, and that's what I've been given. So fortunately, I prepared Nath. Basically, I've devoured a fruit platter. So there was like pineapple, there was some melon. So I've had that whole fruit platter aside from the papaya and some of those pomegranate seeds. And then we've just, I gotta love Dubai. We've just delivered some tofu maki, so some sushi to the hospital, which Nath's gonna go get in a minute. But I'm going catabolic at the moment because I asked Nath to bring me some protein bars and he's forgotten them. So we're going catabolic. We've just been given lettuce. So here's learning number one from my perspective as someone who might be plant-based or who is going through the surgery alone, because I know a lot of you guys do like travel or have considered traveling to go and get the surgery done. It's just bring your own fucking food to the hospital. Just make sure that you bring all of your own food if there's something that you don't think you will like. If you're willing to have a surgery and then to sit in bed and eat shit afterwards, then that's on you. But from my perspective, I've given Nath the list of things that he needs to bring me tomorrow because this is not the one. Good morning, YouTube. It's day number 2. I had a good sleep. It's currently like 10 a.m. I just saw the doctor. He's just checked me over. He's very pleased. He said, right, if you're squeamish, look away now. So I have one drain attached, just one drain, which is draining some of the fluid from the tummy tuck scar, or the incision site, not the insertion, that's my boobs. So basically he said, there's not tons of fluid collecting, but it's sufficient enough that I still need to keep the drains in. So I'll get discharged today, then I'll come back tomorrow and they should take the drain out. I'm wearing a garment which goes from like top to bottom, a compression garment. So I'm going to have to like stay in this for quite a while. But they will at least be able to do that removal of that drain tomorrow. In terms of like painkillers and stuff that I've been on, they've had me on IV paracetamol. They've been giving it to me like every 6 hours. So last night I fell asleep at around 8 p.m. They woke me up at midnight to give me some paracetamol. They then woke me up at 6 a.m. again to give me some more paracetamol. But genuinely, like, I've been fine. Like, I've been sleeping okay. Every now and then I kind of feel like I'm, just getting a bit woozy, like a bit tired, but it's to be expected. I'm having a coffee now to try and get things moving, if you know what I mean. Because I don't really want to eat breakfast considering how backed up I feel. So yeah, like things are all good. I'm not in that much significant discomfort. I'd say it's more so there's a lot of like pressure and like feels like someone sat on my chest and I've got chest DOMs. So it's more so my chest. I have gone to and from the bathroom a few times and the nurses have helped me get up, but I just walk very hunched over. However, I find that if you've got enough leg drive and you actually train legs, then squatting up and down to sit on the toilet isn't that much of an issue. It's just the fact that you can't fully stand up straight. So the journey home will be an interesting one, but for now, doing good. Everything's A-okay. Hello. It's day number 3. It's day number 3 in the recovery house. Good morning, guys. Coming at you from my den. So it's Wednesday. Obviously, surgery was Monday morning. Yesterday, I was discharged and came home at about 12, 1, something like that. Yesterday, I didn't do much aside from literally like sit around, watch TV and chill, and I had a really good night's sleep. I slept from like 8 p.m. until about 7 a.m. this morning. And this is how I sleep, literally. So legs elevated, loads of pillows because my body needs to be like in a V shape, obviously because of the tummy tuck scar. And then it just helps have a little bit of support to have these pillows underneath my arms as well. So yesterday was okay, aside from I was trying to walk around and do a little bit, like go into the toilet and change in my garment, and I got quite lightheaded and I felt like I was going to pass out a couple of times. Probably just due to me, 1, being overzealous, and 2, still probably having a lot of the painkillers, anesthesia and stuff like that lingering around. But today, like this morning, I woke up with so much more like clarity and feeling fresh. I haven't taken painkillers yet today and I feel relatively okay. So I'm going to kind of show you guys like
how I get in and out of bed. Nate's probably going to have to put the camera down where you guys can see how he helps me out of bed, because I can swivel my legs round, but I literally can't like crunch upwards or lift myself upwards. So you really do need someone to like help push you from your back to get up. So he's going to help me up now, and then I'm going to go and show you the difference between like where I sleep in the bedroom versus where I spend most of the day chilling, because I think it's so important to have a couple of different environments. Now I'm going to show you how I walk like an old lady, and I'll take you to go and see my cool recliner chair that I bought for the living room. So obviously the reason I'm walking like this is because I can't stand up straight because of the tummy tuck scar. But the other thing is, as you just saw, I can't push myself out of like the bed. So I bought this power assist chair where basically it moves you up as well as it reclines backwards, and it keeps you in that bent position. So with this, I can literally just sit here, and then I don't need Nathan to help me get up and get out of it, which is one, helpful for him if he's busy or doing work, but two, it just means that, like, let's say if I want to get up and go to the toilet, I can do it by myself and it's comfortable. So it's a granddad chair, but literally, if you can get one of these, it's such a good investment. Lando's a little bit scared of the chair, bless him. Also, in terms of like the price, I think this costs something like 250 or 300 pounds. So something like 350, 400 US dollars. And it's a pretty good investment. Like, we could easily sell this secondhand if we don't want to keep it. But we think just because it's actually quite a cool chair, we might end up putting it in like an office or something. But this is where I sit and chill if I want to watch TV, just because I think staying in the same bed or staying in the same position constantly and being in the same room for a week is one way to drive yourself absolutely crazy. So you've seen how I sleep. This is where we chill. And then when I can get up and move around a little bit, I will do. So we are about to head to the hospital again and go and see whether they're going to let me have the drain taken out. It has been filling up quite a lot, actually. So I don't know if they'll take it out today, but let's go and have a catch up with the doctor for day number 3 and see where we're at. Hello guys, it is Thursday. We are now 1 to 3 days post-op. So I had my operation on Monday, but from Monday it's now like day 4. I think I'm losing count as to where we are, but we're like halfway through the week. I thought I would update after yesterday. As I said, I was going to go and see the doctor. I went and saw Dr. Matteo, and he basically just changed the tape and the kind of like bandages on my incision sites. And he checked the drain. He said the drain was actually filling up a little bit more quickly than he had wanted it to. So what he said is that tomorrow, Friday, we're going to take the drain out. So that would have been surgery first thing on Monday morning, and then Friday tomorrow, the drain is going to get taken out. The drain has definitely started filling up less, and this is, again, if you're squeamish, pause the sound for a little bit, but it's less kind of like blood filled now and more so just like clear fluid. So the clearing of the fluid means that it's, you know, the incision, there's less blood pooling around there. So it's actually really, really a good sign. The other fantastic thing is that genuinely, like, the pain is pretty much all gone. Like, today is the first day I can fully like inhale and exhale without like uncomfortable pressure on my chest. I can move my arms quite a bit. Like, for those of you who don't know, I've had over the muscle implants. So it's not under the muscle. They haven't cut through my pec muscle. Therefore, like, my pecs and my chest is still working appropriately. So yeah, I can move my arms a little bit more. I can almost stand up a little bit more straight today. I mean, I say I can stand up straight. I'm going to show you guys just for context. So for context, this is as straight as I can stand up, like this much without it putting pressure on the tummy tuck scar. But literally the past few days I was like this. I was very much so bent over, and now I can kind of do this. So that is improving. The other thing is that definitely today I've been like walking around more with less comfort. The main issue when it comes to walking is the fatigue that your lower back muscles are under when you're trying to walk around, right? So the more that you're standing, the more you are basically keeping your lower back muscles in this kind of like stretch position where you are like hunched forwards. It's so taxing on your lower back. The reason why I can't stand and walk around for long spells is not because I feel lightheaded, not because I feel dizzy, not because, you know, I don't have that stamina. It's actually my lower back muscles are giving out because I'm having to be in that bent position. Whereas when I sit back like this, you know, my back muscles can relax a little bit more, the pressure's taken off them, especially because I've now got a heavier load up the top, which is causing my back muscles to have to work even harder. So it's good and it's improving. I'm going to try and like get in a good like 2,000 to 3,000 steps today. It's currently around like 2 p.m. and I'm on 1,000 steps. So I'd like to kind of make sure that by the end of today, so which is 3 days post-op, that I'm kind of getting, you know, 3,000 steps, perhaps, you know, 3,500 the following day, and just slowly start building that up. The more that you move, the better it is for your recovery, because, you know, you're staying fit, you're staying healthy, you're transporting more blood flow, more oxygen, more nutrients around to all the areas that need it for recovery. And then I'm just keeping on top of my supplementation, and also I'm straight back to tracking my food. I say I'm tracking my food and putting it into MyFitnessPal, and Nathan is making it for me because I can't do long stints of standing in the kitchen. So I think tomorrow I'll show you guys, along with getting the drain out, I'll show you guys what I've been eating. So I'm really surprised, I'm not going to lie. Like, I think the recliner chair was an incredible investment. I think all the prehab that I've done before the surgery in terms of making sure that I'm in a really good position in terms of like my cardiovascular levels, my fitness levels, I think all of that has paid off, because I'm going to be honest, I thought that this surgery was this recovery was going to be so much more painful. I thought two, I was going to be way more like immobile or like immobilized than I actually am. And I know as soon as I have these drains out that I can get back to like showering like normal. And, you know, I anticipate by the end of the week, I'm going to be in a pretty good position. The only thing is that obviously with some of the medication that I'm taking, the antibiotics, it's causing a bit of like stomach upset. I do still take painkillers before bed because I don't want my sleep to be interrupted. I don't want to wake up in pain. I want to have really good quality sleep because sleep is so important for recovery. But also kind of like I feel perhaps maybe a little bit more groggy than usual than I would day to day. But as I've said, like if you would have asked me if I would have felt like this by this point after the surgery, I never would have thought that. So yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going. I think it's really honest that I tell you guys, you know, the reality of, you know, how it's going to be when it comes to walking, the fact that you've got drains attached to you and all of this stuff, but also what is so important, you know, drinking 3 to 4 liters of fluid per day and eating really well and making sure that I'm on time with my supplements, making sure that I'm moving as much as I can, making sure that I'm getting, you know, 12 to 14 hours sleep. All of these things have really helped my recovery. And I think it's just important that I tell you what is helping rather than what's hindering it. Nothing's really been a hindrance. Keep your stress low. Don't expect yourself to do a lot. You know, I've taken time off work on purpose so that I don't feel this overburden of stress to have to be working alongside. If I feel like I'm really tired and I just need to take a nap, that I can just do that without that pressure. So just something to kind of make you guys aware of. But I'll check back in tomorrow. Then we'll see the final day of getting the drains out, and then we will be relatively into this recovery. I don't know at what point I'll be able to stand up straight, but I think it's only going to get better day by day. Okay, so it is Friday. We are 4 days post-op and we are going to get the drain removed. The drain that I am very much so sick of wearing because it's literally like hidden under my clothes. I literally have small children watching me right now as I was about to reveal my drain, but it looks a bit suspicious. It looks a bit suspicious. So I'm gonna go get my drain removed. I'm running slightly late to the appointment, which is not great, but I honestly can't wait. I want to shower and I can't shower until this drain is out. It hasn't been collecting much fluid over the last day or so, so I'm guessing that the wound is kind of like pretty much there now. So yeah, here we go. So, just got my drain taken out. I'm a free woman. There is no drain, just a garment that, oh, the man in the taxi is looking at me. Fuck's sake, everyone's looking at me today. So, we came to a different clinic just because Dr. Matteo, my doctor, I agreed with him before the surgery that he wasn't going to be able to be here for the full of my aftercare because he's gone traveling. So he said he'd send me to one of his colleagues to take the drain out. And his colleague was very lovely, very funny, and he did a great job of taking my drain out, but that place was it was weird. It was like we walked into a movie set of some like weird, like French, Greek, weird kind of place. Anyway, you would have seen that. So the drain is out. He said literally I can shower as normal. What you guys can probably tell is like I'm standing pretty much like a whole lot more upright today. Like I'm still not fully upright. I still can't fully like extend, but like I feel comfortable like walking around like this. So we're actually I've done like 3,000 steps already today. I'm in no pain whatsoever. So we're literally gonna go to Dubai Mall now and grab some food because it's Friday. I'm finally able to move. I finally feel really, really good. I'm not taking painkillers anymore because it just affects my clarity, like on my head and how I feel. So like, yeah, we're really, really good. Like, I think I'm pretty much gonna leave the recovery vlog here because there's not much more to show you guys. Obviously, I'm gonna show you the next few days what supplements I've been taking, what food I've been taking just to speed up the recovery, reduce the swelling. And also the other thing to mention is I haven't actually fully looked at my result. I had the surgery on Monday, it's now Friday. I haven't properly looked at the result yet because I want to see it without the bandages, without the drain. So in the next couple of days, I'm fully gonna like stand in front of the mirror and see what it looked like. So I'll show you guys that, but I'm gonna love you and leave you here. Any questions that you have about this recovery process so far, please pop them below and I'll get them answered in the next video. If you haven't already, please like the video and please subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.